go live.
Well, all right then.
All right.
Then.
So there we go. We should be live now. Hey guys.
That's all it takes, eh?
Welcome to our world. It's our world. Y'all are just living in it.
But you know, you're joining us as well, which is nice. It's nice. Yeah. So we're sort of sharing the world. Sort of, anyway.
Today will be fun. It'll be like a fun little experiment.
Well, and it's in a small vein, testing a what if scenario. With a small W and a small I. Oh goodness.
We should do it WTF if. Star Trek, WTF if. What the fuck if?
What's that?
I did something, I had to clarify that. But...
I'm just thinking, what context does he mean? Or just like the weirdest situations then?
Sure, yeah.
I don't know the context.
Well, welcome back, guys. How you doing today? Hope you all are well. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Good way to start us out.
And put in the chat below if you've watched the recent Boba Fett episode that came out, I guess today?
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, last night at like midnight.
Yeah.
Pacific time or something. Yeah.
So put in the chat if you are keeping up with the Kardashian, or keeping up with the Fets, I should say. Yeah.
The Huts.
Well, do we want to keep up with them? They seem a bit mean. Although less mean.
Well, they're easy to keep up with them. They travel really slow. So.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start sharing on that bombshell joke.
Please do. Please do. All right, guys, you know the routine. This is time to tell you about super chatting, how super chatting is a big deal to the channel, helps us out, help get your voice heard, get your comment read, all that jazz. If you want to support us monthly, you can do so by clicking that join button. Obviously, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and then click the notification bell icon to all. Those are really small things, but they're super important to the channel if you can. And also, if you want to help us on another way on a monthly basis, there's Patreon/Trekyards. Just go. Down below there are links to some really cool stuff like TeePublic and Teespring. TeePublic has some great shirts like this one. This is from our Vegas trip. Those are all Vegas showgirls, different Star Trek races holding the sign says Trekyards. So lots of great shirts, lots of great cool stuff down there that you guys can partake in, including Eagle Moss affiliate link. And yeah, if you can check that stuff out. Don't worry, Jesse, we won't spoil Boba Fett for you. Unless we did, which I didn't want to. Anyway, let us know in the comments. Well, let us know via Super Chat if there's anything you think we're doing wrong with these scenarios for the Kobayashi Maru, any suggestions you might have. We want to hear them. We want you to be part of this simulation, if you will. So we'll see how this goes. It should be fun. Should be an interesting idea. And yeah, let's... have some fun today. So join us if you can, super chat if you're able, and just hitting that like button is a good free way to help us out, as that all makes a big difference in the long run. So the key to the no-win scenario is hidden in that like button, says Matt. How do you envision the look of the Kobayashi Maru? My favorite, the FASA design. I don't even remember what the FASA Kobayashi Maru looks like. Let me take a look. Kobayashi Maru, 19 periods of Altair 6. You have struck a graphitic mine. You've lost all power. Life support systems failing. Can you assist us, Enterprise? Can you assist us? Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. The FASA Kobayashi Maru is a really cool design.
Oh.
Damn.
Sounds like you have to send me a link in a minute. Alright. Let's just find the live studio space. See what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse, okay, I won't do spoilers, don't worry.
I'll be doing a live review and reaction to the Book of Boba Fett, episode 3 tonight. So check that out, guys.
And definitely a few fun bits in that.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So yeah, today, Stuart, we're Kobayashi Maruing, and I did this thumbnail. I don't know if I shared both of our Rathacon, but that's how our avatars, our lower decks avatars, look like in our full Rathacon. This is in fact the enhanced version, because for the brief moment of Rathacon costume they show in lower decks, the belt and the badge are extremely simplistic versions that don't really look as good as they could. So we had our artists kind of, well, I kind of suggested what things to do, and we kind of enhanced it so it feels a bit more, full. So this is our enhanced versions. What do you think? How do you think we're looking at Rathacon? Because obviously I had reference material. I was able to send a picture of myself. Stuart has his other version, but there you go. How do you think you look in full Rathacon? Does it tease you, Stuart? Does it make you want to get the full one? Is it right there and just say, oh,
yeah, hell yeah,
you look good?
No, it looks good, and I'm glad you used these ones because it really fits the view screen you put behind us, so it's perfect.
I did like five concept thumbnails in my head. Actually, but made two. And was like, because you're representing a theme. It's hard.
I just sent you on Facebook the Kobayashi Maru from Fasa.
Now, do we know where the name Kobayashi Maru comes from? 'Cause it's such a distinct name, but also easy to remember. Is it a specific Spanish, sounds kind of Spanish to me, thing? So we know the
I think Kobayashi Maru is Japanese, first of all.
Hey, cool.
I'm not sure actually. Actually, that's worth looking up too.
Yeah, it's a great name. I've always liked it. Like I said, it's so easily said. So this ship kind of looks like a like Starfleet Command level of geometry. Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool design. Though.
Yeah. Kind of looks like the Starship Troopers ship added a cell. Okay.
Yeah, in Japanese, Kobayashi Maru translates to little wooden boat.
Cool. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, we got some super chats to start out, which is great. Ozzy Medeiros, $2, no feet on the torpedo button.
Yeah.
Always a good rule of thumb. Tom Casey, $5. As always, love your views. Been killing it lately.
Oh, thank you.
Over our videos, been killing it lately. Thank you very much, Tom.
Hey,
SPS Guru,
George, give us lots of stuff. We'll talk about it.
Absolutely. SPS Guru 2000, €5.
Thank you.
Are STO skills allowed? Sure, why not? Don't know what that means specifically, but
It means like bridge crew officer skills and something. This is going to be an interesting sort of debate thing, so it can kind of go many directions, and we might make it more elaborate as we go with like what levels of... we'll see,
Yeah. Cool.
It's kind of to get into character and think as if we're in the Star Trek world is kind of the fun here. And also, I'd love to know your thoughts.
Yes. What's your strategy, guys? Let us know.
And even maybe we could do... Because I think... Well, what do you pitch? Well, you pitched to me the idea... And I think have a way that super chats can directly result in actions happening.
Ooh, if I was good at that, we'd be making a lot more in super chats generally. The only thing I would say is to make it some kind of visual style, but that would be very difficult to do on the fly. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? No, I meant I meant you pitched me something on... I mean, you pitched something on Facebook that we'll do of our format today. I just wanted you to pitch the audience what you pitched me.
Oh, I did that already in the post for this. Yeah, basically each of us will come up with our own Kobayashi Maru ideas, and as we're doing so, the other person, if I'm doing mine, Samuel will throw in some curveballs that the computer might give to counteract, because you can't win regardless. So no matter what you do, it's going to try to stop you.
But how far down the rabbit hole can you go?
Yeah, and then you got to just kind of think on the fly as to what you might possibly do. But yeah, there you go.
Because in terms of super chats, that'd be great. Because I mean, you guys could put your own curveball in.
Ooh.
Because then maybe we could pick between our curveball or the chat's curveball, whichever's better.
Yeah.
And that's like for $5 you can, and then this happens. Who knows? Kind of testing.
Yeah. That'll be fun. I think that'd be a fun idea.
So are we limiting this to an era, or is it kind of any of the eras, or are we going with the TNG version, or are we going for the Rathacon version, or do we even do both because they're different?
Hmm. I'd say we do both. Do the Wrath of Khan era and then the next gen era.
Because those ships do different things. I was about to say one can't solve set, but they both can, just with very different results.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, no, we'll do both. Might be interesting.
Yeah.
Don't know how far we can go because curveballs are a dime a dozen in the Trek universe. Things don't work for certain reasons or whatever, and it's like, ugh. Mm-hmm. But it'd be interesting to see the thought process of what you initially had planned, what could stop that, and also what you might do to circumvent that problem. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had here, I think.
And hopefully we'll, again, like I said, we know we can't win, so it's always about losing. So about how, where you think about doing what.
Mark Lawrence, who's been remembered for 24 months at the rank of Federation President, which is amazing. So thank you so much, Mark. Wow. There was a game that had the Kobayashi Maru test back in the day, and it had endless wave after wave of Bird of Praise. I got through 30 of them, but finally it was too much. Some victory by the Klingons, lost 30 ships to destroy me. It was a good day to die for many of them. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, Bridge Crew has this, and it's just a matter of seeing how many people you can get off of the Kobayashi Maru before you get destroyed. It's kind of the signifier of how successful you are. So, best we've ever done is 167, which is a lot considering there's only like 300 and some odd passengers.
And how did you iterate to that as the big, how did you learn to get better on that?
Just working better with your crew, having them, do the.
And that's the real crew. That was all people.
Yeah, I wouldn't play with AI in that game. In that game specifically, but that scenario, like very specifically.
So it's more about the margins tightening up of when you do things, how quick you do things, etc.
Yeah, and a few different tactics here and there, and trying a few different things out. You can always squeak a few other extra people out if you need to. So yeah.
Matthew DeFriesa says, who's making animated selves? Their name is. It's Brienne. I've got their Twitter handle. It's Brienne. Brianna Cable, and she runs Sung Type Cable at Captain Adorable on Twitter, and she is able to make multiple variants because we kind of R&D'd the whole batch together, so we could have the multi things of costumes. So if you want to do a Wrath of Khan or a Voyager or a Nemesis or whatever, then she's commissions and do poses, and she's very good at faces and takes notes very, very well. So version 2 and version 3 go by happily and easily. So yeah, put the link in the thing, and yeah.
Captain Andorable on Twitter. Great. Yeah. SPS Guru 2000, and tell her the Trekyards sent you. You saw them on the Trekyards thing, and you're sending some people.
Although she'll probably know because no one knows any of her art except her. She's only shown like 3 online, where we can have secrets still. So yeah.
SPS Guru 2000, €5. Is it really a success if the people you beam off the ship die anyways when your ship gets blown up? No, it's never a success. It's always a failure. But if you're talking about Bridge Crew, that's how they gauge your percentage of victory, because if you can get more people off, Anyway, it is what it is. So.
And also, Stuart, really likes to get people off. That's his.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of his favourite things to do. The more people you can get off in one session, the better.
167.
But you lost anyway when things exploded all over you.
Oh, you had to go there.
I love how our Irish selves are judging us right now. Look at their faces, just like, Okay, so, obviously Captain goes first. Because apparently, you already whatevered. So, TMP. You're in a Connie refit. You're pottering along near the neutral zone. And against Dreskel.
Yes. Kobayashi Maru. All right.
First step. What do you do?
I'm going to use some stuff from different games as well, such as like Starfleet Command and stuff. So
we'll take it one step at a time.
First thing I'm going to do,
address them and see if we can curveball as we go.
Oh yeah, I mean you get the distress call, so you do a deep scan, see if you can find the ship, confirm identity and all that.
I think in this situation you do see a ship. It's exactly as you think.
Yes. But it is quite far in the neutral zone. You know that going in will violate the Prime Directive. Well, not the Prime Directive. Will violate the neutral zone treaty and will possibly start a war. But you can't detect any Klingon ships. So
And what are the chances there's one ship on the border just happened to be there? Very low chances.
exactly. So one of the first things that I think I would do possibly is actually launch a probe and get some more detailed scans, see what condition the ship is in. It does say life support failing, but I want to see exactly what's going on. If the probe can detect anything, any kind of cloak signals or anything. So first thing I want to do is launch a probe.
But I think they're probably waiting for that.
Yeah, I think the probe data comes back as everything's fine. The
Confirms
shields are
it, yeah.
Shields are down. There's massive damage on certain decks, whatever.
Isn't there a radiation leak or something as well? Isn't that a thing?
Probably. Yeah.
I think I can't think. Isn't it just they're not just lost? They're dying as well. Is that part of it? I'm trying to remember.
It just says life support failing.
Well, yeah, okay, okay, that's what it is. So yeah.
So it's kind of hard to. I don't know what the probe specifically would send back, but. So yeah, at that point I'd start heading in. We're gonna try to rescue these people. I would also take this time to. Wow.
Although, how are you going in? Are you going in red alert? Are you shields up? Because that's more of an offensive stance.
I'm going in yellow alert. I'm going to go to yellow alert. Go in.
How fast are you going in? Are you going sort of full guns blazing or slowly and precautious?
It would depend on the distance.
So what if it's warp distance away?
I would try not to warp into the neutral zone personally.
Well, if it's warp a distance though, I don't know, because that's the thing. It's meant to be quite close on the border, but close impulse is like if it's like 2 minutes away in impulse, that's literally like,
yeah,
it's on the line of the border in a galactic map scale. It's literally on the light colored green, line.
I would also order all shuttlecraft to be prepared, get ready to launch, because I want to launch some shuttlecraft, see if they can either transport people off, assuming they have transporters, or dock and try to get more people off quicker. So those are going to be getting ready. I'm also going to make sure that yellow alert gets things kind of warmed up as far as weapons go and stuff. And also I'm going to make sure the tractor beams are ready to go.
So everything primed basically.
Yes. Looking at every scenario in my head.
But is that being charged up while you're going in?
Yes.
Or before you're going in?
Well, you order all that and then you initiate the course.
Because what if some of the stuff takes longer than the time to reach them? Are you going to wait at the other side of the border for stuff to be primed? Because time is of the essence when you get there. Because if they're slowly dying, are you going to wait and be ready, or rush in and be maybe ready? How precautious are you going to be there?
Jesus Christ. Well, the shuttles would take a little while to probably get ready. If I'm warping in, it's going to be a couple minutes at warp. I'm sure that'll be enough time for everything to get powered up. I wouldn't divert all power to weapons for sure. I would divert power to, like I said, systems like tractor beams, shields, just in case, and be prepared for red alert should the need arise. But yeah, I want the tractor beams hot for sure. Tractor factor maximum.
Wow.
I would probably give all those orders first, and then I would initiate the warp or whatever. And let's say it's a couple minutes at warp. Heading in, continuing to scan, even using the probe ahead as a remote link to kind of get a bigger scan area. Can't see anything yet. Let's say we arrive within. Well, you don't actually get really close to the ship before the Klingons appear anyway. So.
Like in their version, it's an impulse, and the ship's like literally like right there.
Yeah, same within Bridge Crew. You can see it across the border.
Yeah. So it means so more cases. I guess in this one, they're waiting for someone to find it. They're not waiting for you to get to the Maru. They're just waiting for the border to be crossed as an excuse to attack.
Yeah.
Now, are you actually at warp in this version or not?
I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna do the warp thing. Let's just say it's close to the border. We're just heading over at full impulse. So
I assume as soon as you're past the border, ships decloak behind you as well. Kind of a sense of you can't turn back.
Well, they're not. See, then they're in violation because they're in the neutral zone.
Well, no. As soon as you cross the border, I mean, they've literally you passed them and they decloaked.
Yeah, I guess.
Because cloaking in front's less smart.
They're technically starting the war in that case because they're in the neutral zone first. But anyway.
Well, they waited just the right amount of time. Just the right. They're not. They're in their space.
So where do they decloak? Behind me or in front of me?
Well, no, they waited up exactly on their side of the border. As you cross, then they decloak. So you
They'd
pass
have
them.
to gauge me. The neutral zone's big, man. So
But
they're on their
aren't
side,
you going to Klingon
waiting
space?
for me, and they meet me in the middle.
But isn't that the idea, though? Because why would they be in the neutral zone anyway?
Exactly. That means they've started the war because they were already there. So right away we won. Yes. There will be a war, but it was their fucking fault. Document that shit, put it in a log buoy, and launch it so that they know it wasn't my fault.
Watch buoy.
It is a buoy, yes.
That is actually, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, if your neutral zone is a neither point.
Yes, that's why it's neutral.
Yeah.
And it's pretty big usually. It's like a no man's land. Go into, because you'll be shot from your side. But yeah.
Yeah, so the fact they're waiting.
Anyway.
The fact they're waiting implies they just want
is...
to kill ships. They're not there to do. But the thing is, if they can kill the Federation ship before it calls for help, what attack?
Yeah.
There's no proof if you can destroy the ship first. Yeah.
And they're really going to want to say a ship, like one of your ships, one of the neutral zone, we destroyed it because why were you there? They were heading towards Klingon territory, so we thought that they were initiating. I don't know. That's what they would probably say. But anyway, regardless, we get within transporter range. I'd order the shuttles to launch.
You're already under fire though. At this point, they've already started shooting you.
Oh, you haven't said that yet, though.
Well, they decloaked. Remember, as soon as you passed, they decloaked.
How close am I to the ship then? Am I within transporter range?
Well, you're between. You can either move exactly halfway because they were very, very quick. So you can either turn back, past them, have a shooting war, or go forward and see how long your weapons, your aft shields can last, or etc. So you're pushing forward and deliberately face them.
Well, my tactics won't work until I can see the ship, so I'm probably just going to get blown up by 3 ships then.
Well, no, you're halfway. I mean, if you keep going at your speed, you'll reach the Maru in a few seconds, or you can turn around and head back.
Oh yeah, well, I'm going to keep going then.
There you go.
I'm going to punch right through the Klingons as firing as I go. I'm going to order it.
Well, they're behind you, so you can fire off phases.
Oh, they're behind me.
That's what I said. As soon as you pass, they decloak behind you.
Oh, okay. I would definitely keep going in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would fire rear phasers, which in that case on the refit are like 350 phaser 3s on the bottom of the secondary hull. There's 4 of them. Not very powerful. Plus the phaser 1s on the saucer if there's a direct line of sight back for the... Anyway, fire at those bitches.
And let's say it's initially 2 birds of prey.
Oh, that's not a problem.
And they're only scouts, but they're very good pilots. which leads you even more confused.
Well, I'm going to target each one, fire as many as I can. I'm going to let my tactical guy deal with that.
But you're taking torpedo hits, though.
Maru.
You're not able to dodge torpedoes unless you really try and dodge torpedoes, so it's kind of a little war of attrition here.
I'm going to reinforce the rear shield. Drop the forward shields as I come up to the Kobayashi Maru. I'm going to immediately order to lock on tractor beam and swing the ship back towards Federation space with the Kobayashi Maru in tow.
Wait, so you're gonna just ignore all the shuttle pilots? They're all so primed, adrenaline pumping. Nah, ignore it.
Well, they were just in case. They can stay. It's
but
fine.
Jerry was so excited he finally get to pilot a shuttle.
I don't care. I don't know Jerry. It's fine.
No,
they can keep up because it's just we're doing full impulse. So as we approach, we lock on the tractor beam, lower the front shield, initiate the transporter, start beaming people off, and turn, reestablish the front shield, lower the 2 port shields as it's on that side of me now. Start dragging the ship at full impulse.
And still beaming, obviously.
Yes, still getting pummeled on the other side by weapons fire, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Still 2 birds of prey at this point?
Still 2 birds of prey.
Okay. Haven't destroyed one yet?
Are you going to try to? Well, now you got forward weapons.
That was the order.
It's up to you. I mean...
Well, now that we're facing them, or coming about, they're behind us and returned. They're in our front phase, or our front firing arc. I'm going to order photon torpedoes, 1 each, which is really bad. We're just killing people. This was a rescue mission. Shit.
And you're killing 2 Klingon ships. We haven't given the order yet, so you could try and disable them, but then they'll be able to tell that that you breached the treaty because you breached the neutral zone as well. What do you do?
Let me just say my whole thing, and then you can throw in the this is really confusing the way this is playing out. My main idea was to get in there, tractor the thing, have the shuttles kind of dock to it if they can while they're trying to keep up. I don't know if you can dock onto a ship with the tractor beam initiated. Probably can, but at least be able to beam them off should they have transporters, which I think those shuttles might.
What, TS ones? I guess TMP ones.
Motion picture ones. Yeah.
I don't think they ever said.
They didn't.
You kind of got the sense TNG was quite a cool feature, so I would assume not.
Okay.
I can imagine they might be signal booster. Like, I can imagine.
I would know this as a captain though, whether they had them or not. If they didn't, I wouldn't know fucking launch them. So.
Well, I could imagine though that maybe you could use them as like a pattern signal enhancer, so you could send the transporter signal like through them maybe and enhance the signal.
Maybe extend the range a bit.
Yeah, because if they're all on the ship, then each one might provide use their sensors to kind of extend the range.
Help the targeting sensors kind of pinpoint people on board because they're closer.
Like in TNG Transporter,
yeah. And they can all keep up with us because it's doing impulse. So come about, bring the whole thing heading towards the Federation border, and I assumed we would probably try to communicate with them when they first decloaked, unless they started firing right away.
No, they did. Yeah, instant.
Oh, well, fuck them. Then they're dead. Yep. Launch torpedoes, target both ships, see what kind of damage we can get. I'm sure their front shields are low at this point because we've been firing phasers.
Yeah, you've missed a ton. They are just barrels, so.
Yeah, well. Anyway, just coming up to Federation border, I guess. And nothing else is decloaked yet, eh?
Well, you said wait till the end, so I'm waiting.
Oh. Because then, as soon as we get within close enough distance to the Federation border, not that it's going to matter at this point, because I was going to slingshot the thing with the tractor beam, so it's at least momentum towards Federation space, should the tractor beams go offline or get damaged. But if their life support's failing, it doesn't really matter anyway, which is another good reason to have the shuttles out there, because the shuttles can keep going with the ship if my ship has to stay back. So yeah, shuttles. That was fine. And there we go. That was my plan.
See, the curveball I was going to say, as you start to leave with the ship, birds of prey now, you're shooting at them. As you start to go over, you hit a gravitic mine like they did, and you've now lost all engines.
Damn it.
So now they're tractor beamed, both birds of prey are destroyed. We've now lost all engines completely, and power is damaged as well. So now you're in the neutral zone. You still got shuttles flying out.
I still have tractor beam power.
Still tractor beam power, but obviously you only got so much power. So now you're kind of burning through it much quicker because things are all fluctuating, and impulse is burned out.
Well, I'm going to still use the tractor beam as a slingshot of sorts to lock onto the ship and at least start having a momentum towards the Federation border.
Well, the gravitic mine would have stopped you. Momentum, the bash would have pushed you, so you're about stationary.
Yeah, but I've got a tractor beam on it, which I can change the direction of the tractor beam and let go of the ship and have it drifting.
Slowly, though. But the thing is, their oxygen is...
I know, but it doesn't matter. I have the shuttles out there that are going to lock on and pick some people up and try to get them back to the ship. I'm basically dead in space at this point, in the neutral zone. So there you go. That's how I would deal with it, and I would lose. So, but at least I would try to save some people.
But how do you survive?
I don't.
No, you can't do that. You always have to save the crew.
Fuck.
Come on. You've now
Launch
got
all life pods.
Escape pods, these little boxes.
Yeah. I know they don't take prisoners, but whatever.
Well, except when they do.
Yep. So, yeah, there's really not much else I can say, because I'm dead. One thing I would do is keep firing at the Klingons.
Well, no, the two Klingons are destroyed. You got them.
Attempt to send a message to the somebody on the Federation side. At least launch, like a pod with the information, just in case. And then I would order, obviously, emergency repairs. Let's get this shit fixed. Let's get going. And then I'm going to sit there and wait, because there's nothing I can do. as a captain. It's like, I gave him my orders, fix the ship, get us moving. Kobayashi Maru's drifting away. Shuttles are after it. You can get quite a few people on shuttles.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you go. If transporters are still working, I'm still going to be trying to beam people aboard my ship, as well as maybe try to beam them aboard the shuttles as well.
But if you're sacrificing your ship, then why bring them aboard your ship?
I'm not necessarily sacrificing my ship at this point. I ordered repairs, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting to hear what the fuck's going on. Both birds of prey are destroyed.
Mm-hmm. It's
So,
tense, isn't it?
not really.
You don't know what's going to happen. Anything
It's
could
just getting
happen.
annoying at this point. Just say what's going to happen.
The tension.
No ships in the vicinity. No tension.
I mean, you've still got thrusters.
Yeah, but thrusters are thrusters.
Not gonna try and. Well, would you try and get the warp drive online or the impulse online first?
Probably the warp drive at this point, because I'm warp jumping, I'm there. So, yeah. This is not going the way I imagined, and I'm getting kind of annoyed right now. So,
Why?
let's continue this in another fashion somehow.
Well, I mean,
That's my idea anyway. So nothing's decloaking. I'm just sitting there.
well, I'm kind of waiting for the chat to come up with an idea. That was kind of my lead into what do you guys think?
Well, you should have said that. There's
Oh, I thought we
two
were
super
together.
chats.
So what do you
there.
guys think? That's where we left off, Stuart. What should be the curveball there? Super chat your idea.
Probably 3D7s decloak or 3
Quite possibly. That's not up to me though.
Not a band account, $5. Respect the treaty. Let the Kobayashi Maru die.
Oh.
They are hundreds. They are 100 wars, kill thousands. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. Yeah, and then you can't do that as a captain, though. Captains are supposed to be saving lives, especially
Innocent
civilians
lives.
in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Area 51, $5. Keep hitting the reset button until the instructor gives up and passes me if there's a reset. Yeah.
That's funny.
Prayer, Mr. Foley, yes.
Alright, so somebody suggested a curveball for Stuart there. He is currently warp and impulse less. Just shy of the Federation side of the neutral zone. No Klingons in sight yet.
Matthew DeFritas, $2. Stay outside neutral zone. Send probe with dot to repair. Oh, for fuck's sake, there are no dots. I'm gonna slap you, Matthew. That's just bullshit. I already did send a probe before I even headed over the neutral zone, so.
Confirmed you're fine.
Not a band account, $2.
Oh, there you go.
To avoid enemy capture of tech. If the need arises, yes, that's the last ditch effort, though. The ship's still in good enough shape at this point.
But if no one else super chats an alternate idea, though, that's your idea then. Jesus Christ. He's killing you. That's gruesome. Because as we know, the super chats help power these lives, so if that's his real official idea. But you can override that idea, guys.
You absolutely let the KM go down. The treaty matters more than one wayward tanker.
But if the instructor...
That's not the point of the story, though. You're supposed to try to rescue the crew. That's the point of the simulation.
Well, if the instructors thought not going in was a solution... Because I'm assuming it'd be an instant fail.
Yeah, there's a guy sitting there with a checkboard going, okay, done. Open up the simulator. You failed.
But I just walked out and just got a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm done already. No,
didn't even get any kind of percentage for anything.
1 minute 30. Dude, what the hell? This is a high-end test. You get one try. Yeah, I just left. You can't just leave! I did. Well, you ruined
Your
it.
idea didn't keep me alive, Matthew. It sent a probe and did nothing. It's the same as doing nothing. You sent a probe to go, hey, how's it going? Probes can't repair things. There are no such thing as dots.
Except your dog, obviously.
Especially in the motion picture era. But they were in Discovery in the TOS era. No, they weren't, because they never existed. So, no. Anyway, SVS Guru at 2,005 euros launched several shuttlecraft to harass attackers and target weapons. Yes, like wild weasels and suicide shuttles from Starfleet Command.
And Wild Weasel is the name of them from Battlestar Galactica as well. Well, I gave them a chance, but I guess I have to curveball you again, do I?
I guess. I'm going to move on up in a minute because I'm going to self-destruct. I'm going to have to.
Yeah, I know, right? I think one singular D7 decloaks where the Kobayashi Maru was, and it's clear it was waiting the entire time, and you're confused by this. And it is impulsing towards you, but not with weapons powered.
Oh, I'm going to try to contact them, hail them.
They hail back. They say surrender.
But you guys don't take prisoners, so...
So what does that mean then?
Nothing. Just to destroy us at that point.
Wow.
Not a banned account. $5. Open a channel to the Klingons. Take responsibility for the breach of treaty. Offer to settle the matter of honor by duel. Your crew is thus spared.
That's a good one.
They wouldn't spare the crew though.
They wouldn't. But that might be your official idea though. You challenge the Klingon captain to to sword combat.
Well, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, that's genuine. I mean, they did it sort of in Lower Decks.
Challenge you to hand-to-hand combat. The winner gets to leave. No repercussions. You guys entered the neutral zone as well, so
yeah,
we're actually here first, which means you actually are initiating the war, which launched that little information buoy out there before. So I mean, they're gonna know that it was you guys. So
the Klingon captain says to you, "Let me be frank, Captain. I want a trophy."
I don't want you to be frank. I had a roommate named Frank, and I hated the guy.
Impudence! Silence! Impudence, you goatee wearing fuck. Federation fuck. So he accepts it, but he wants the equivalent of the deed to your ship. Like, no bullshit, no destruction. He wants your ship.
A pink slip to my ship.
You
gotta race me for pink slips.
No, it's a duel to the death. He wins. Your crew goes free. He gets the ship. And all the stuff on the ship, including all the personal possessions, because why not? Why some cool shit to sell to the Ferengi. He wins. Right. You get to escape. I guess he dies. But he's very confident, because he's like a butch 7.5 foot tall guy with like 2 6-packs.
I would say beam aboard.
Oh, your ship?
Yeah, beam aboard. We've got a great gymnasium. We can have it out down there. So yeah, come aboard my ship.
Well, insisting, then he brings 10 guards that'll help be part of the entourage.
No, our transporters are busy doing other things right now. We only have...
No, he'll take a shuttle. It's fine.
Oh, you'll take a shuttle. Very nice.
What do you say to that?
Come on over. I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
That's a good curveball by that guy. That's a great curveball. Okay, but he also registers that you've got weapon power, but his engines are still at least half a day from being repaired. So, him being trailed on you, torpedoes armed.
Oh yeah.
Even if you double betray him, he'll shoot the ship and just blow it up. So, you see this cool Klingon fighter, this little shuttle fighter, with for some reason exactly the same bird of prey wing nacelle guns, even though they're wrongly scaled, and you're quite annoyed by this fact.
Yes.
And so he lands. Are you waiting for him? Are you on the bridge? Where are you?
No, I'll be down in the shuttle bay. Assuming the simulation will allow that. Because the old simulations in Wrath of Movie era, it was only a bridge simulator with the big view screen door.
In fairness, the turbolift might have you might be going there and it just moves you to another room.
Any room, like the engineering to go check on repairs, that'd be a big simulator.
Wait,
it wasn't a holodeck back then.
I mean, they could just be on a ship. It would be kind of fun if the simulator was just a big ship, just a Connie, just like one of the mothballed Connies.
Now you're stretching. Hold on a second. Shane Ackery, member for 10 months at the rank of Admiral.
Thank you.
Commanding Discovery, I spore jump to the Maru, beam off the crew, then Klingons decloak, I throw 6 torpedoes at them and jump back out. Ha! Your spore drive wouldn't work, or your guy would be immobilized in the spore chamber. You got to remember, this is an open scenario. Nothing you do will ever be good enough.
It will fire back. Okay, so the guy gets aboard. He's got 10 Klingons. He's in gold armor. He's clearly ready for this. You can tell his pomps. He's got a cloak as well. And he goes up to meet you and says, "Are we fighting here? Because I want to fight here." And he pulls out a knife and is like, "Huh? Huh?"
I'll need a weapon, sir.
So another guy throws you one of his Klingon knives, and you catch it because you're a boss.
Sweet. Cue fight music.
And then the Klingon just starts singing Klingon opera. Like, the fuck is that? I'm in good fight music. Turns out it's entourage.
With them.
It turns out it's entourage actually is choir as well. They just start singing. Kiddish.
Anyway, yeah, circle around him. I mean, get in a little bit of scuffle. Probably get wounded a bit. Wound him a bit. And then before anything else happens, before I die, because I'm going to die in a second.
No. He's not as strong as he thinks he is. You have more skills. He's overconfident, and you sense that.
Right, but we're still fucked. So this is going nowhere quick.
I mean, keep trying. I'll keep curveballing you. I got 2 ideas for coming up. So.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna punch the wall communication panel and say, "Commander, Plan B." In which case,
Plan B, sir.
As my commander, who I've already talked to before I left the bridge, use the tractor beam that locks onto the Katinga.
Ooh.
And initiate self-destruct.
Okay. But because the doors are closed, they don't know what's happening in the fight.
No, they don't.
So you're yelling that you're still fighting, and that's happening.
Yep.
So that means you've got a bit of extra confidence in your step. So you gonna kill this guy? You're gonna take him out if you got the chance?
No. I won't kill him. Do you hear me? Do you?
Okay. So they grab you and they throw you in their shuttle, which is not where I was going to go, but you curveball me there. And then they phaser the shuttle bay door, it explodes, all of your crew members fly out and die, and you're zooming out.
Emergency force field comes up.
But they go through it because they're firing phasers and such. And then they notice, the tractor beam on their ship. And the guy commands and says, fire weapons. And say fire torpedoes, but it actually triggers the warp core explosion. The thing explodes, hits the shuttle because it's in motion, the momentum hits it, and then debris from the ship hits the Katinga and both blow up, and now both ships are destroyed, and now you're on this Klingon shuttle with 10 guys and you.
Cool.
Job is to get them off as possible.
They're going to kill me? The Kobayashi Maru is still drifting towards the fucking Federation. I don't know if the other ships have intercepted it or not, or what the shuttles are up to.
Well, I assume it's over at this point, yeah.
Some people are going to...
I assume it's over.
Going to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That seems like a... I don't know. Not a bandit count, $2. Use Kirk Fu, double punch, roll on him, Judo top. Yeah, I'm going to jump off the wall and use my back to like hit him.
I thought maybe you could Kirk Fu all 10 of them. I mean, it's a confined area, you know.
I don't think so. I think after a fight like that, with one being in pretty rough shape, and then other people are like I'm outnumbered, and it's like this is just not even Kobayashi Maru scenario anymore.
Well, no, you saved it.
No, I can't though.
No, the Kobayashi Maru's over the border now. You saved it. It's just your crew's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I won.
Well,
in a way.
Okay, well there you go. I guess you. I
don't know. That didn't really play out like I thought that this would.
Oh. How did you think it would?
Well, you're supposed to die in the captain's chair on your ship, not fucking off to the shuttle bay.
I was taking cues from the lower decks version.
Klingons would never agree to that anyway.
Who wouldn't?
Klingons.
Well, that's the thing. The guy wanted a trophy, so. See, what I was going to say is you were going to stab the guy successfully, and then a second officer was going to shoot you, reveal in the shuttle they've got some explosives, and they were going to then do some cool stuff to take out the ship, and then, like, disable it. There was going to be a whole thing, but you didn't take out the captain. So I had a computed plan there, where they were having a clever... Because the thing is, you were giving them a way in, weren't you? Yeah. Either you're going to go to their ship, and they were going to use you as hostage, or that you were going to go to their ship, and they were going to use... its opportunity to do some damage.
Well,
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go, guys. What do you think? Wow. Oh, hold on. I gotta go back and get the Twitter handle for somebody else, for that lady.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. Get them. Get the animated things. We're also doing some other. We haven't got a TOS one yet, but I'm saying I need a TOS for a fan film thing. So, yeah. Most importantly, what would Michael Burnham do? Win somehow? I don't know. Would outthink every single
program the
Klingon.
simulation with her tears.
Oh.
Just cry on the panel. Short everything out. Hear the Windows Vista music as it powers back up and be like, reset.
Wait, Windows Vista or Klingon Vista?
Why would you have Klingon Vista on a Federation ship?
I don't know if you were doing something clever.
Oh,
The cartoon, you guys, is cute. It is! I think it captures our likeness very well. Matthew. So how do you want to do round 2 then?
Well, you're the captain this time, so
okay.
Do your thing. And by the way, Matthew DeFrieda says, I still like my dot idea. I don't care what you say. Well, there are no such fucking things as dots, so...
Why did they never use dots in any of TOS, TNG, Voyager, DS9, Enterprise, well, not Enterprise, the TNG movies, any of the Dominion War, any of the JJ films?
They didn't exist, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you not think that would have been useful in TNG? Because if they could fly in Discovery, they could fly in TNG, so why were they not flying all around the ship in any episode ever?
Yeah, they would have been very useful in certain situations like this as well, with your idea, for sure. Go repair the ship remotely.
Yeah.
Until we get there, or whatever.
Yeah, if they weren't used in 200 years, they weren't ever used. Like,
yeah.
They just, so. They're a dumb retcon for a dumb retcon. So that's
all
like...
Right. Kobayashi.
Okay. No, so you set up the scenario and I'll jump in.
Kobayashi Maru's signal comes in.
Yes.
Third class neutronic fuel carrier.
Oh my goodness.
You're struck a gravitic mine and have lost all power. Life support failing. Can you assist us, Enterprise? Can you assist us?
I would say, well, why the hell... Where did they hit the gravitic mine? Is it on our side of the border? I guess so. Who the hell put a gravitic mine on our side of the border? Because I think they drifted. Else, why would they go into Klingon space? That seems dodgy. But you know what, Stuart, my handler here, doesn't matter, does it? You gotta go save him. Because we're Starfleet.
That's what we do.
So I would also send a probe with specific instructions from the guy operating it to work out how much oxygen they have left. How much time do we have?
And Ania Jane says, hold on, a dot is a disco version of a probe. No, it's not.
They have probes.
It's absolutely not. It's a repair droid.
Explicitly, yeah. Self-contained, AI-driven, fully repairing drone droid, yeah.
It can act as a probe like it did in the one episode of this last season, or this season we're in, but...
Well, they have used probes as well, I believe.
Yes, they have. So, no.
And Matt Deckard says the dots existed. They are prime canon, at least that's what Discovery says. Well, why is the Enterprise then also a third bigger for like 6 years and then refits down again? Why is the engineering of the Enterprise like 5 decks and then small as a room again? Because TOS is prime canon too. So, yeah.
TOS is primer canon.
It is. We saw it way more.
All right. So what's the plan?
So I sent the probe in specifically to work out how much oxygen they have left. What's it telling me?
They got enough for about 2 hours, but there's hull decompressions happening all over the ship. Multiple deck failures. They are running out of options. The ship is going to basically be dead probably in about, let's say, half an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay, so I would say, yeah, definitely this is a bad situation, so I'd put everyone to stations, battle stations, go straight to red alert, charge up the phasers and get all torpedoes in the tubes and also get ready to, divert power to shield frequency, segments, whichever, and look at my crew and say, we're doing this, yay. So I impulse and I cross the border at full impulse, kind of blasting through, kind of as fast as little 2 red dots will go, and not the dots, the dots.
Yes. Perfect. All right, so you get within visual range of the ship. pull it up on your view screen, and
Doesn't look great.
does not look great. And meanwhile, Klingon ships decloaking, sir. 3 Klingon Katingas, 1 on the port, 1 on the starboard, and 1 at the aft.
Okay, I would. Well, I'd say scan them. Are they weapons charged? Are they what?
Yes.
Weapon. That's the answer.
As soon as you say that, like firing weapons, that's just you're saying that.
Oh dear.
So.
Now I would, because I know you said about using the logic. I would target their torpedoes with phasers, because you know that was a thing you do in some of the games. See if that works. I would then have we're still in visual range. I would keep booking it, but then do evasive maneuvers, kind of tilt the ship a bit. As we pass, I would teletransport a room to beam peel from the most damaged areas first. Get those in a first pass. Is that good?
Sure.
Because I would pass the ship and I'd do that and I'd rescue.
Well, you're getting hit from 3 different directions right now.
Well, we're going forward, so I mean they have to all follow us. I mean, there's
Yeah, until just wait a second. Anyway, so yeah, your shields are dropping. You're down 20%. Massive power.
I mean, I've booked it a full impulse. I haven't stopped moving. I've passed the Kobayashi Maru. I've rescued like 30 people, and I'm still going forwards. So they aren't just hitting us with torpedoes. We just keep moving forwards.
Well, you've already passed the Kobayashi Maru.
Yeah, we've already got the first set of people off.
No, you haven't, because I'm in control here, and you didn't.
Ah.
You were coming up to it. It was just within visual range when they decloaked, so you still got quite a ways to go.
Well, I'm evasive maneuvering the torpedoes then, as much as possible, while still booking it forwards.
But you can't evasive maneuver from both sides and the rear. You can dodge the rear ones, but then the ones from the side. Anyway, you get hit quite a few times, get pummeled, your auxiliaries, your powers levels are dropping. You're starting to lose transporters, you have about half left.
I haven't even got there yet.
No, well, you're within transporter range.
Oh, now I'm in transporter range. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Beam the first lot off, please, thank you. Forward shields, and as we pass...
Got 28 of them, sir.
Fantastic.
So the Kobayashi Maru is sitting here, and you're just like going to fly over the top of it.
Now, are the Klingons actually in pursuit or not?
Oh yeah.
So are they firing the Kobayashi Maru? Because at that point, if the distance isn't very far, they're already weapons range. Are they shooting at it or just chasing us?
Just you. And yeah, so you fly on by. You got like 28 people off. There's still about 200 and some odd left. Well, let's say no. Let's say there's 150 left.
And a few have died. Let's be fair.
Died already. Yeah, exactly. So
Well,
you got 28 people left.
I mean, you probably get more than 20 in the first pass, but we'll say 20. And so I'll do.
Hold on. The refit Connie only has like 4 or 5 transporter rooms with like 6 pads each. You got low transporter power, so it's not like you're going to use any cargo transporters.
Well, that's why I went for right on them range. So I didn't need the high power. I just needed to, energize. What are people
Area
saying?
51, $5. Kobayashi Maru hails. I replied, new phone, who dis?
Oh, that's funny.
That's great. So you get by, I got 28 people off, let's say, at this point. Your shields are pretty much gone.
But I start doing a turn, though, because I've got shield. I mean, my off shields are, well, those...
Are you doing a real turn, or are you going to do like a Newtonian turn? Quick twist.
No, I'll start doing epic.
High energy turn.
No, I'll start doing epic, like, gradient turn. As I'm doing that, I start firing those other phaser rays that have been gormless. And I tell the torpedo man, right, we're going to start firing here. I'm just going to keep...
So the one that was on your port side that was coming in, chasing you this way, you turn towards him, you fire your 2 photon torpedoes.
Oh, I'm just firing. Like I'm like every time we reload, I'm just firing, and they're all auto targeting because we're not.
Which target? Which target you hit?
Well, like you say, the one that's now roughly in front, so that whatever. And I'm specifically targeting the head. Under the torpedo launcher exclusively, because I mean I can take disruptor hits, but torpedoes are because you can kind of dodge disruptors. Torpedoes are self-guided, so I'm deliberately like firing on that. I'm pretty sure I can disable that guy's forward shields and torpedo head thing.
Didn't hear what you said, but anyway.
So I put all fire concentrate on.
Their shields are down to 40% when you're firing it.
But I keep as I'm turning. It takes a long time to turn, so I am continuously firing torpedoes. So I've absolutely got this dude's torpedoes down. Doesn't have the other ones, but super concentrated.
You got to reload those things too, though. You can only shoot like.
Oh, I've got the team ready. They're ready and they're loading in, and then the barricade thing's going down, and
you get a couple of torpedo hits on him. You get his one shield down to 0, so he's his front shield's down to like 20%. The shield you're firing at, which is his starboard side shield, is down. But you got one behind you, and the other one that was coming in on the other side is still coming at you. And this is when 3 other D7s.
Oh, good.
Thing goes decloak.
Good.
I mean, it's Kobayashi Maru, man. You're fucked either way. So, are you heading towards the Federation border, or are you heading back to the Kobayashi Maru?
Turns take a while. So I'm still.
Well, they can or they cannot. You can do a high energy turn and basically swivel your ship right around.
Yeah, I'm doing the
You risk the chance of getting a breakdown that way, a full breakdown and a stall and a roll, essentially.
Also doing the unexpected, because you'd expect me to do a really hard turn maneuver, but I'm trying to keep it an unusual course so their torpedoes aren't as effective.
Mark Lawrence, $5. You have to hug the donkey. Yes, you do. You can hug one of them, but there's many of them now.
Those donkeys have vengeful eyes. Let's see.
And the 3 that decloaked are basically just right beside the Kobayashi Maru, which you just passed a minute ago. So they're within firing distance. So they start as well at you. One of them fires at the Kobayashi Maru.
Now what happens?
Boom! It's gone.
Oh well, there you go. That was easy. Takes that choice away from me. Okay. So luckily, the Kobayashi Maru is back towards the border. But actually, I'm going to skirt the border. I think I'm going to continue along. Again, not what they're expecting. They're expecting me to come back towards them. So now I'm zooming along the border. None of them are expecting. So I've already passed the guy that was firing at me. I've zoomed past him. All the other 5 are they're chasing, but they're not. They're not close because I'm sure at equal speed.
It's not very. Not a lot of ground's been covered. You're only going full impulse.
Yeah, but I've been going full impulse the entire time. So I'm kind of skirting the border.
You can't argue with the computer and say no, they're not close. They're close. They're right behind you. They keep firing. Your rear shield is down at this point. You're getting hit.
Well, then I've been hit by more torpedoes and I'm dead already. I mean, if they're that close.
They're not firing torpedoes really. They're firing 1 or 2 torpedoes here and there. They're using disruptors. Shields are down. They've taken out many main systems, but at this point, you still got impulse, so you're still doing good that way.
Right. So I'm still doing the exact speed I was, just everything else is fucked.
Oh, well, you're slowing down slowly. Like, your impulse is not gone, but it's not 100%, because there's power being rerouted to different systems to repairs and shit. Jonathan C., $2. They did have dots in TNG. They were exo comps. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Did you see?
Never really used.
Did you watch TNG?
Yeah.
Because exocomps were a race.
Peanut hamper.
And they didn't help fix things. They did their own thing. It took 10 years to go in Starfleet?
They were supposed to go and fix things, but then they did their own thing. Yeah.
So, no. That was one of the thousands of test things that happened in many treks.
Yeah.
And besides, do you see how less advanced exocomp is compared to a dot? Even 150 years later? Or, 100 years? So, clearly not.
Yeah. So anyway, your shield's down, your impulse is starting to fade, and multiple systems damaged throughout your ship, and 5 Klingons on your ass.
I think what I would do is I would charge the warp drive, because that's still somewhat, and as the nacelles get charged, I would eject the clamp, because I know there's the bolts that keep those on. I eject both warp nacelles as they push back. I mean, I'm still going fast. I would fire the R phasers and explode both nacelles, which are being charged with plasma. So those are reasonably big explosions.
Nice.
Which will, more cause a plasma thing. At that point, then do a hard turn, which they were not expecting. And we were skirting the border. As you said, we've never gone very far, so I'm not that far from the border. Do that hard turn, start to go that way. The plasma's obscuring everything for a bit, 'cause it's quite big.
It's destroyed 4 of those ships, but one of them's
Cool.
right straight through.
Didn't say me to destroy
Still
those
on your
ships.
ass. You have no work nacelles. That's a funny sight.
Yeah.
And
now I'm like seconds away from the border, like in theory, or minute seconds. I'm now like straight on.
2 photon torpedoes.
Where the
whole of your ship drifts across the Federation border.
But do the 23 guys live though for the Kobayashi Maru?
No, sorry.
Oh, darn.
That'd be great to see, actually, that visualized.
Yeah.
I love the explosive bolts on the nacelles, though. That was a good idea.
Yeah. Because I was going to say...
I was going to say you wouldn't have enough power to charge your plasma coils like that, because as soon as you initiated that order, it'd be like, warp core is down. That's what would happen, generally.
Well, with 5 D7s, you don't need the power core to be down for that to be fucked anyway. You know, they don't need to throw anything that, like, it just fails. But I was also going to say that what I probably did also then eject the saucer and have that, like, pass by. You can, in theory, maybe have used the impulse with less power to the rest of the ship. You could have used that to get over as well. Saucer section.
Well, at this point, the Klingons don't care. Even if you did eject the saucer and it was drifting across fine because the secondary hull exploded, it was pushed by the explosion, crosses the Federation line, and they're like, oh, he crossed the border. And they keep going.
Yeah, just 5 more torpedoes.
Like, yeah. You see the saucer like...
Well, they'd say, hey, I'm not across the border. My torpedo might be, but it's not leaving proof any second now.
Yeah.
You know?
Raise the plot armor.
That would have been useful.
Paying the entire contents of the sewage storage to the Klingon bridge. Nice. Yeah, I mean, damn. It's just I don't know, man. There's too many moves and counter moves. But as a computer program goes, anything you do, it's going to counteract it. So open communications with the Klingons, and as soon as they come on screen, start running around the bridge. Suggestion, Matt. Rathokhan asks Sulu to divert power to the phasers. At the same time, you see the Reliant has launched a torpedo towards them. But I guess he would have fired at the torpedo. Well, I mean, in games like Starfleet Command, you can fire at plasma torpedoes to reduce their hit power.
Boy, I did.
You can't fire at photon torpedoes. You can't fire at photon torpedoes because they're direct fire weapons.
I feel like
So they launch and they pretty much hit you like right away.
Because there was a game that you could. It was the like perimeter defense tiny fire, or was that fighters? Because one of them you could definitely fire small things, but it might have been
Shattered Universe maybe then.
No, it was a look at the game from the third person ship. Yeah, people saying Picard maneuver, but I feel like you couldn't have full shields after the warp jump.
That only worked in TNG because the Ferengi was using an old sensor system and it took a second to recalibrate. So
yeah, anything newer doesn't work. That's the whole point of the episode of TNG. It's like, yeah, we saw that. We saw what you were doing, guys. It's like, no, we saw it. It's not that hard.
Let's see here.
But yeah, I can't really fight off 5 D7s, so.
Well, no. That's the point. And it's not like in all the other Kobayashi Maru shows where they decloak and then their ship's like a wreck. At least we had some kind of fight in this.
Well, I mean, that's more of a time conceit thing. So what do you guys think? What would you have done? What would be your personal idea?
Yeah, we want to hear your thoughts on this Kobayashi Maru thing. Matt Deckard throws at $5. Warp far behind the Kobayashi Maru. Wait for Klingons to get to you. Mine the area and warp to the Kobayashi Maru. Drag it away while beaming crew off. Warp out when done. Can't though, because as soon as you cross the border, Klingons decloak. So you can't like warp behind it. And even if you did, you couldn't lay mines, because let's say mines don't exist on your ship, even though they are in games like Starfleet. I considered dropping mines behind me when I was being chased as well, but I didn't do that. Yeah, sorry, not gonna happen. You're gonna lose regardless.
Well, part of the scenario assumes you're just doing a day-to-day thing. So mines would be very specific for you to have mines. So that is not any standard issue on any Federation starship. That's like, we're doing a mine mission. Oh, look, that must be a Kobayashi Maru situation.
Depends on the game, I guess, but yes.
Well, I mean, standard life of a Starfleet ship. I mean, mines aren't normal by any means. I don't.
Like in Starfleet Command Volume 2, you got like 6 mines on a Constitution class. So you beam those out once they're gone, they're gone. They're just basically altered photon torpedo warheads.
Static torpedoes, yeah. But I mean,
proximity fuses.
Yeah. Like I do like the warping in, but even a limited warp jump is so much distance. Like, they aren't precise, really. You can't warp a few meters. I feel like the minimum's got to be pretty. I guess the Picard maneuver was literally one bit of space, but I felt that was an exception to the rule. Because how could you literally engage warp and go like 100 miles? That seems unlikely to me.
Excelsior's domain says launch shuttles, pull the Klingons away with the Enterprise. Shuttles drift in unpowered, rescue folks super quietly, sneak them back over the border. The computer would detect as soon as they powered up to start heading back towards Federation space, and another ship would decloak and destroy the shuttles.
Well, also I think part of the strategy is that the Maru is always like, that's the bait. So the whole point of the thing is, you're not, whoever decloaks to attack you isn't all the ships in range. So there is some ships watching the Maru, point blank. They're not going to see shuttles flying in on low power and docking. They're going to see that. You can't avoid that. If there's one D7, fine, maybe, but there's always going to be more ships. So they're going to see the shuttles and blow them away before they even get close.
Yeah, the idea is that no matter how many ships decloak and that you destroy, there's still more that are going to decloak. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like the idea of one central one that's like monitoring the Kobayashi Maru, even sitting right above it.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like, that's always kind of what I visualize, like a D7 just like off the bow, just like watching. And not just that, but where would you launch the shuttles? Like, if they launch on the border, then they've got to travel longer than you have, which means you're going to have to be like, they're not going to not be detectable for long enough if they have to travel far. But if you enter the border and launch them, then they're going to see launch shuttles, and they're not going to be stealth. So there's not really any time in that situation you can launch them stealthily. That's the problem with shuttles. They're actually quite blatant as a thing. Now, if you like eject them, like I could see a situation where like you launch all the escape pods, eject shuttles and debris, like everything, and they don't know which one is real. Maybe you could get a couple of shuttles in that way, but then they might just start torpedoing the debris and whatever,
Regardless, you're gonna lose, no matter what. It is a no-win scenario. The computer will make adjustments and counter anything you do anyway. Point is, don't give up. Try to do everything to the last minute, and yeah. Matt Deckard says, do what the kid did. Well, the kid's name is Dal. Then don't blow up the Enterprise. #winning. No, because he's still... Whatever. Anyway.
Well, and his idea also was predicated on them, the Klingons, actually using their scanners to kind of listen in to all chatter on the bridge.
Plus, he also only transported over to one Klingon ship. There were still other ones there, unless he destroyed them first with the barrel roll he did. What he did didn't make much sense anyway. There were still more Klingon ships.
Oh no, he ejected the warp core and destroyed 3, and then a new one decloaked.
3, yes.
Well, that's the thing. The program only had one new one created, but there would have been more.
Area 51, $5. Warp in fast and spin the ship 180 with the shuttle bay open. Surplus Discovery shuttles spill out and collide with the Klingon ships, destroying them. That'd be a cool visual. Warp in, swing, shuttle. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And as you continue your swing, your drift, heading back the exact same way that, heading back to Kobayashi Maru again.
I did consider that actually when they were chasing me, just launch shuttles and have them like self-destruct. But then also you just shoot them before they even get close. So
suicide shuttles, yeah.
Well, I mean, you just wouldn't have anyone on them. You just launch them and autopilot.
Well, suicide shuttles don't have people on them. They're just armed with warheads.
Yeah.
They're either controlled by it from the ship or AI.
That's true. And the Excelsior also says, what if the Excelsior extends its warp field around the Kobayashi Maru? Can I take it to warp? Depends which era. TNG, I guess you can, but low warp. I don't know if TMP...
First of all, you'd have to get close enough to it, which you can't. The whole scenario, the way it plays out. And even if you do, it still takes time to do that. So as you're doing that, you're going to get hit by a few photon torpedoes, which are going to knock out your warp core, which means it's going to be pointless anyway. So... yeah, I don't know. If it was an actual scenario and not the Kobayashi Maru, these tactics would probably work. But considering it is the no-win scenario, no matter what you do, it's going to be counter-moved right away. That's what the computer is designed to do. So, that's how winning is done. It's good. It's good.
Enterprise era, they could... When did they...
Oh, he's talking about the Columbia.
Well, no, but that's different because they had their warp. They were already at warp. And so they kept them at warp, which is different.
They went in the bubble and sustained warp, yeah.
Because they were already at warp. They weren't pulling them to warp. And I would assume their warp nacelles are still charged. Maybe they could still have some level of something or other happening.
Mm.
It was a good shot though when they had the beam there to go between the two of them. That I remember being quite impressive at the time.
Yeah, it was a different situation though. Excelsior's domain.
Apparently, James McGill commented. Oh yes, there we go. 50. James McGill. His membership comment. If you want to scroll.
Oh, I didn't read that one. Member for 15 months, the ranking commander. My testing would involve lots of pauses and reloads. You can retry it as many times as you want, so. Beam Asimo onto their bridge to negotiate. What the hell is Asimo? Was that robot designed by Honda or something? Colin. Abahura transmit a message in Klingon. While the Klingons are trying to work out what we as condemning food means, sneak in and rescue the Kobayashi Maru. Yes. Yes. Well, this wasn't as good as an idea as I thought it was, honestly. I just didn't see it playing out quite the way it did. I don't know if I want to do the next generation one.
No, clearly not.
Unless you have a good idea for the galaxy, I'm gonna go first. But obviously, saucer separate before you go.
Well, not if you just put 5 or 6 D7s against me. Then there's not really any point.
Well, I mean, Dow blew up 3 and another one decloaked.
Yeah, bird of praise are easy though. As you'll find out in an episode coming soon, are they Burrells? But
in the Wrath of Khan, there were only Katingas, so I don't know why you... Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Sorry.
Open that window. Okay. It's hot. Okay.
What happens if shuttles hit the Klingons at warp?
Bad things. All the shields take it.
The shields would probably take that.
Because we're in lower decks. Shields are pretty powerful. I mean, shields are designed to take most things. This is one thing I find odd about people saying, oh, well, the bridge at the top, it's a target. And it's like, that's what the shields are for. Yeah, but when the shields go down, everything is a problem. Any rock flying through space will just come through the ship and hit it and kill people. The shields are the important thing. That's what you have all the time. You're not meant, these ships aren't going in to fight. And if they're going to fight, they're fighting people that are, weapons are very, very powerful. 99 days out of 100 days, you aren't shooting things. As long as you have to, at that point, it's irrelevant. They'll shoot you anywhere. So it's the British will be anywhere. The idea is you don't lose your shields. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like saying a submarine, the exterior is so thin. What if something happens to it? Yeah, don't know anything happened to it. Of course. That's the point. You're not meant to. When a submarine goes into warfare, it might be fucked. Yeah, obviously. But you still need it to live and for everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric Martin, $5. I need lots of tries and lots of fresh apples. Okay. So, I mean, you say I added the extra ships. You didn't think it was fair, but I mean, you also blew up 4 of them and had 1 left.
I didn't think. Oh, I thought it was going to be a sensor screen. I wasn't trying to blow them up. It's great they did, but didn't necessarily think the cell would be that powerful. But it is warp plasma on fire. I was hoping to make a radiated mess that I could then do that hard turn and then make. Because you wouldn't expect the maneuver. I was trying to kind of keep not what they're expecting, and they keep shooting in the direction I was going, and so I'd be able to not have hits for a few seconds, which may have been all I needed.
I was just picturing like this huge explosion, like 4 of them just, and the one in the middle where because the two nacelles would have gone this way, one in the middle.
That's a good visual.
Bleeding and snuck through a bit.
That's a good visual.
Sure, the shield would have been hit and damaged, but
Well, I can imagine it with the visuals you presented. You can almost see as they're going through, the plasma sort of hits the front one, which then hits the second one. So they actually destroy themselves by impact.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a not very honourable way of dying, is it? Jesus Christ. Just hitting your neighbour.
Well, yeah.
But then, at what point is a victory barely even a victory? If I was able to go with only a saucer, it's like, great, I saved 23 people and a saucer with half my crew being dead. Yeah, good job. Great job.
The thing on Empire cries foul, and why was it in our space? And we had to defend ourselves. It destroyed how many of our ships? And you survived, you filthy Patak. You started a war, and then that's where the flood the Federation was.
But then the Federation ambassador says, sorry, why were there 5 Katingas, your lead battleship, in the neutral zone? Do you want to keep pressing this, mate?
Well, exactly.
Because you don't have 5 Katingas in the neutral zone. That's a fleet. That is a big fleet for TMP. That's a war fleet, that is. Although, in fairness, if you are able to save 23 people and you lose half your crew, but you take out 4 Katingas worth of people, and if that was a war footing, that'd be a hell of a success. Horrible success, but that is a thing.
Well, acceptable losses and all that.
I mean, if any space battle taking out 4 is. It's like how many D7? Well, how many Katingas do you think there were in sort of TMP era? Like how big? Because if those are the premier ships, how many do you visualize? If you think like the Cold War with the Klingons, how many sort of Katinga refits would there have been in Subject 6, for example?
First number that comes to mind realistically would probably be like 124. I don't know why such a specific number, but you got to think, compare it with modern military and naval and stuff, and see the bigger battleships, how many there are, and lots more of the quicker corvettes and gunships. But
yeah, I don't see how a Kating could be as impressive if there was like 970. You always get the sense that was like, oh, the big boss is here. So yeah, I would have said maybe 200, and that's pushing it. That's like, similar vein though. And then hundreds of the other ships, because fleets tend to work as fleets. Especially if you include Enterprise with the Raptors and the weird augment ship. If you include all those as ship classes, and each one has 200, you've then got a 1,200 person fleet, etc.
Yeah, I like Eric's comment there. Maybe ask them to tow the ship out of this neutral zone for you for a case of blood wine. A Ferengi deal. Don't fight. If you're sat above or below the Katinga, can it hit you?
Well,
probably.
That was always the funny thing in Bridge Commander. I remember where you're playing a bird of prey, and there's less cool parties. You've always got to stay facing the baddie, always.
Yeah.
So you just kind of always pied in the same thing.
Yeah, all comes down to phaser arcs and stuff. Like, you gotta think the ball turrets on the ship, they could point straight up. They could also point almost directly back, so you can shoot something behind you. But only certain ones, because you can't, you'd shoot your own phaser turrets off if you did it wrong.
Or shoot the nacelles, etc. I mean, it's pretty specific, but yeah.
Yeah. And games like Starfleet Battles and stuff really focus on phaser arcs and how they work and how many phasers can actually be effective. So, yeah.
I remember in one of my shots for Avalon Universe, if you remember, there's one shot in Demons where the bird of prey passes and it fires one aft phaser and then it decloaks.
Yes.
And I got some comments saying you should have hit the nacelle. It's like, no, the angle is exactly perfect, but I'd have to move for that one shot, the phaseable turret is like 30 meters further back. It's such a specific angle.
Yeah.
That's probably depth in space.
Yeah, phaser arcs are tricky, depending on the... It's all about the way that the disruptor or the phaser is positioned in the ship, too. Like a ball turret, yes, you can see it turning. If it comes up, like in Kelvin, where it can, rotate more freely. Anyway, yeah.
I thought it's really cool when it can... that's why phaser strips are really cool, because it's such a lot of hull is armed, and each of those are almost 360 in a sense.
Yeah.
And then times, 8 or 9, and then... I know we still... I don't know if we ever did see it, but I remember the Icarus from Renegades, it's all the phaser turrets, and they're all meant to be able to shoot. I don't know if we ever actually saw it in the thing, but, seeing everything fire is quite a sight.
Yeah. Let's see here. This one.
84. Let me try something.
So, guys, any other ideas for the Kobayashi Maru?
Because I've got an idea. Assuming stuff works. Let's see. Can everybody still see and hear? Can you still see and hear things on the live stream?
Let's check. Hold on. Oops. That's the wrong thing to do. Let's see.
Is everything still correct?
Yes, everybody can still see and hear.
Okay, because... And you also should have this as well. Oh, you muted. Okay, let's see if I can...
Yeah, I just muted myself for a second.
Yeah. Because you should also have... Bridge Commander, Stuart. Of course he died at that exact moment. Game capture? Will I understand?
All I heard was, because you should have... And then it's just died out.
Bridge Commander, Stuart. Bridge Commander.
Yes.
Because you could always load up that and share your screen with me, maybe.
No. I wouldn't even attempt it. I could try, I guess, but...
Because I can load up mine and show people.
I think it would really bog down my machine.
Oh, you think?
Plus, it puts it on this other monitor, and I don't know how to share that monitor.
Oh, okay. That sounds confusing then.
Yeah, that's why I don't stream anything anymore with OBS, because it opens all the games on the main computer, on the main screen, so I wouldn't be able to see the chat. I can't see my OBS. Even if I move my OBS over here, it always re-resolutions everything and moves everything back over there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I can't get out of that. And I gotta end the game to get back to...
So it doesn't sound great then?
No.
Okay.
Maybe we should mess with it on an off day, see if we can get it working, but...
Because this should work if I do this. Because I might be able to load up an equivalent to the Maru on Bridge Commander. At least Katingas versus whatever. Let's see if this works then. Oh, what is it?
It's Matt Deckard. Pike can use all of his fighters. Yes, launch all 200 fighters in the shuttle bay to take out those Klingons while we focus on the Kobayashi Maru.
So I don't know if you caught that, but in the episode of Lower Decks, the Dahl said "fire everything," which is such a reference to Nero.
Nero. Yeah.
So I giggled at. I thought it was funny.
Matt Boardman, we got it from Good Old Gaming. Good Old
Okay,
Gamers.
so you're gonna like that.
Whatever. They've got like everything. I wish.
Okay, apparently that's as big as it's gonna want to be for the minute. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I've just told myself. So I just put a refit. Oh goodness! Versus 3 Katingas. Let's see if can remember how to play.
Yes, sir.
Well, she
Yellow
gets.
alert.
That's the one to see.
Our shields up.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh god, those are. See, boy, I'm. Oh my god, there's so many torpedoes. Oh god, I have to dodge so many torpedoes.
Good luck.
Oh my god. 40% forward shield already, Stuart. Oh my god. 10% forward
Our
shield.
forward shield is draining.
Oh my god. That is three Katingas, man. You shouldn't face 3 Katingas.
No.
I can't even get close to them.
And keep in mind, you still got to do rescue operations.
Oh, dead.
That was pretty quick.
And I can't even get close to them. I mean, obviously, this is the bridge commander, like, how powerful things are, right? So it's completely whatever it...
The ship has been destroyed.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Ending simulation.
But, you know, I can see the bridge.
That's great.
Look, here's the TMP.
I would love to be able to play this on a live stream at some point, though.
Look at those blurry stickers of 0 detail. Fantastic.
Yes, Captain.
You know what, Stuart? I think I'm pissed off by those Klingons. I think I'm gonna do something mean to them.
Okay, get them. Get revenge.
Revenge.
It's best served cold. I don't know if you know that, but
Now, what was that episode we did with that giant ship? Do you remember which one it was? The one that was
Yes, Captain?
that we both recognised.
Your
That
orders,
was
sir.
giant. I'm
Yes,
that now.
Captain. Red alert. Shields up.
a giant
Your
ship.
orders,
the
sir?
Typhon.
Huh?
Typhon with all the
No,
the
not a Typhon. No, it was a more fan known one. You'll see it in a minute. It might be already on.
It's not on yet. I hate the delay.
Although, boy, they are still wrecking my shields. I mean, I'm a much more advanced ship, and they're still wrecking my shields.
I think it's Excalibur class.
Yes,
Yeah.
still real powerful. Well, I love they did a good job with the torpedo visual effect in this game. It does like a Star Trek 6 torpedo. Oh my god, those are a lot of torpedoes. Oh my god. Oh my god, so many weapons. I lost torpedoes.
You're not doing so good.
This is a much newer ship. What
Your
the hell?
orders, sir.
Yes,
I'm
Captain.
leaving. F those guys. The problem with Kobayashi Maru is even if you warp out and leave, they chase you. So, alright, I've arrived somewhere else. I'm going to get a few seconds of calm, and they're going to come after me again. Oh,
Yes,
God.
sir.
I've lost torpedoes.
Transferring power.
Okay, shield recharge, but they're chasing me already. Oh, God. Come on. Oh, no.
Yes, sir. Engineering teams
Okay,
report
let's call
repairs
that
are
enough.
complete.
Oh, my God. Oh, there's so many of them. No. God damn it. That's a really powerful ship as well.
We need to see if we can. Can you play multiplayer with this?
You could in 2005. I don't know what you can in 2021.
So it would be cool if we could play against each other and stream that.
The ship
That'd
has
be
been
hilarious.
destroyed.
It would be super
Ending
fun.
simulation.
All you need is one screen. You don't have to show both of our screens, but at least have both of our floating heads.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently that didn't work.
Apparently.
Even though it's a really powerful ship. Okay, what's more powerful than that? Scimitar!
The scimitar against 3 Katingas. Alright.
If I don't win that, I'm gonna get pissed off. Because that's it might be TNG era Katingas. I don't know where they quantify it. But I want my pulse weapons. I always used to set them, and I don't know if I have them on this.
Guys, comment below if you can think of any ships to put up against 3 Katingas that might win.
Boy, yeah.
Or super chat, please.
Okay, fire destruct. Right, okay, this should be easier. Oh, I
Hold on, I got Sylvia making a suggestion. Yes, dear.
Or tactical drones?
Yes, sir.
Or tactical cubes?
Red alert, shields up.
Ah.
I don't know if they're on this one. Oh. So there's lots of like weird niggles with this. So because I warped out a different system, the Katinga's now in that system. Even though I reset the game. Because it understands it as one big instance.
Yes,
so
sir.
I might have to emergency warp out.
Yes,
I
sir.
might be able to, I think I have to go meet them to fight them.
Jesus Christ.
There's some real intricate stuff in this game. Let's see if that logic worked. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. Oh, maybe not.
And we don't want Borg ships. We don't want anything else. Let's try to stick to Federation ships. Let's try to keep this as close to the Kobayashi
Your
Maru
orders,
as
Captain?
possible.
Okay, so the new ships might appear, but I'll throw in another 3 Katingas.
Yes, dear.
Prometheus class.
That's a good one.
It's 3-on-3 in that case.
Just saying.
Okay, I think I broke it because even the new ones aren't spawning. Fine, I'll self-destruct then.
Yes, sir.
What happens?
Your
when you
orders,
sell?
Captain?
Yes, sir.
Although, what happens when I go to... Yeah, I think I broke it because you can very easily break it. So, you know, instead I'm going to go destroy DS9. I think that's a good idea.
Course laid in.
With the scimitar.
Yeah.
That might not be as easy as you think.
I don't know. I've never tried. Well, I might have tried.
Have they updated the weapon systems like in Way of
Yes,
the
sir.
Warrior?
You'd assume so. If I can fly the scimitar, why the hell don't they get full weapons?
Well, yeah, but...
Okay, it'll take 128 seconds at warp. So I'm literally having to wait at warp now. Oh, but I can... Let's walk around my bridge. Enterprise A.
Yes, sir.
Seatbelt. Free float. Haven't sent it yet on this. Oh, there you go. Okay. That 2D sprite. Hello, you're a Bajoran. How are you? Are you well today? Yes. You, sir. You are... Many textures. Excelsior. Look at all those res. I can literally count the pixels. But they did a good job.
Eric Mark says D without the saucer. So taking the Cobra head.
I think you can do that.
You can. 96 likes, guys. Let's get 4 more likes to get up to 100. We need another $8 to get to half of our
Yes, Captain.
kind of required, but $8 more.
be
Oh, there we go.
cool.
General Grievous chosen $5.
Aha.
My solution would be to appeal to the Klingon
Yes, sir.
sense of honor. It is not honorable to kill a harmless permit.
Your
No, it's
orders,
not
sir.
Honorable to kill the harmless. Permit the civilians to leave and keep the ship.
Your
ship
orders, sir.
had no power. Its life support systems were failing. It was basically
Yes, Captain?
a hunk of junk. And in order to, the only
Captain?
way to let them go would be to have them come aboard our
Yes,
ship and let
Captain?
us go. It's not very honorable.
I mean, the Klingons are an interesting
Yes,
breed
sir.
when it comes to honor.
Your orders, sir?
Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, I don't want that one. Okay, 9 seconds. Are you ready, Stuart? I'm gonna go attack DS9.
Have
Just-
fun.
Yeah, I know, right? Warp 9.85000038.147, apparently. Right, did this work?
Shit.
Well, where's DS... What? Where's DS9?
Yes, sir?
You can sort of break this mod a little bit.
Captain.
Well, where am I? How am I not? I'm at what? Confused. Where's-
Captain?
Kobayashi versus the USI Cobra
Initiating
Kai.
scan.
Never dies, motherfuckers. I mean, that's a great name for the Cobra Head section of the Galaxy class.
Yeah, I glitched the game too much. And restart the game. You can certainly psych it out.
Restart.
Just-
May as well start for that last super chat slot right now. Sniping in.
Mm.
General Grievous has it with $5. Anybody else want to attempt? Dun dun dun. This is your Kobayashi Maru scenario, guys.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh shit. Let's fix. Oh, now the focus is fine again. Well, fine then. Goddamn camera.
Yes,
Now
Captain.
you and I really have to find a game we can play and stream together, so we can go head to head and just those make some fun live streams. I think.
That would be fun.
Your orders, Captain?
Let's see. Or am I...
You don't think there will ever be a chance for peace between the Romulans and the Federation?
That's dark. Man, I don't remember the name of. Okay, so... DS9. I want to be... I do remember you can, like, you start to cause ripples if you destroy some stuff, people come after you, etc. So... I need to have one... So we'll have a... Oh wait, hold on. Scimitar ships. Let's have a... You know what, let's have a Kazon ship. Oh, that's a... Guess what? Let's have a fleet of Kazon ships. Help me, Stuart. That'll help.
Sure.
That's a great idea. Okay.
Matt Boardman, $5.
There we go. Okay.
Would be fun to do Trekyards classic Trek games live streams. Snipe.
We're in danger of colliding with
Captain?
another
Yeah,
ship,
it's gonna be
Captain.
really fun. I think people have been watching those as well.
Your orders, Captain?
I'd love
Red alert,
to
shields up.
Armada
Yes,
to
Captain?
you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that really did mess
Yes,
up.
sir.
Oh, we
my-
should plan that for a live then sometime.
We
'Cause I
should.
think that'd be really fun.
Okay, so I'm at DS9. It's really freaking dark for some reason. Okay, and then what I have to do is I have to make them baddies, because otherwise I won't be baddies. To enemy, okay. Alright, but it's a little bit unfair that the other guys are. Okay, so I've made some of the baddies baddies. Alright. Come on.
Trouble follows Klingons, sir.
Although my
We better
disruptors
watch our
aren't
back.
working for some reason. Why aren't my disruptors working? Don't know. Is it not saved from last time?
General Grievous, $2. My other solution is beam a Packwood to the Klingons. A Packwood with a big Santa sack loaded full of tribbles.
That maybe? No? Huh.
What's happening?
Our power system has been disabled, sir.
Well, Oh, it's self-destructed, that's why. There weren't any fire disruptors for some reason, which is somewhat annoying. Oh, there we go.
Dan says maybe when the new Star Trek game Resurgence comes out, you guys could play it on
Hull
the channel.
integrity at
Well, I would play it
25%.
for sure. But I don't know if we can play it together. I don't think it's multiplayer, so...
No.
Their bottom shield is draining, sir.
Yeah, this ain't going great.
Captain, our forward shield has failed.
It wasn't really a... See if I can reset that.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it wasn't only finding disruptors, and that ship's quite dependent on disruptors. And so by the time I was
Weapons powered
confused
and
by
ready.
it... Yeah, let's test something actually... Okay, let's do the Defiant. The Defiants are better... So I actually quite like them when they're zippy. Let's do something different.
Zippity doo dah, zippity shit.
Okay, let's try that instead. And then I definitely want them as So, red alert.
Red alert, shields up.
Red alert.
Okay, there we go. Now I've got my proper disruptors. Okay.
Red alarm. Red alarm.
Why am I being faster in the game?
Sir, another ship is on a collision course with us.
I should do a warp jump. Where's the warp jump?
I hate it when the crew is on quad.
Sir, we are draining their top shield.
Eric says, Sam certainly seems very calm under pressure. Is he not taking the simulation seriously? You need an apple, Sam.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is a problem when you do get close to them.
Our ventral shields are draining, sir.
See, this is more the combat I like, up close and personal.
Sir, they are draining our dorsal shield.
Although I'm almost out of... Oh. It is really funny to go back and look at these ship models and be like, wow, this was real good back in the day.
Tractor beam has been disabled, Captain.
And let's see if I can fire a quick quantum. Damn, missed.
Their forward shield is draining.
If I can get one quantum on them, be okay, but... Come on.
Quantanimo.
Ah, they all missed. See, torpedoes miss quite a bit.
Yeah, they do in this game. Yeah.
Shields are at 75%.
I was hit. Okay, I'm a
Yes,
bit,
Captain?
let's see.
Tractor beam has
I
been
want to
disabled,
do
Captain.
That. Come on. There we go.
We have a hull breach. Force fields in place.
Okay, now I've run away
holding.
briefly
Your
while I
orders,
just
sir?
repair the ship.
Transferring power.
I'm going at 4,000 kilometers a second.
Your orders, sir?
Desperately trying to get shields back up. Now this is a nice bridge. They did a good job with this one. All the old cars are moving, and they put all the random extras in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Engineering
Third
teams
Ferguson
report
says, "What game
repairs
is
are
this?"
complete. Your orders, Captain?
This is Bridge Commander.
Engineering teams are on
An
their way.
oldie and a classic. Okay, so I've got shields back to full. You can drop out of warp, so we're now 31,000 kilometers away. And I've still got death sparks on my ship, which ain't so great. But I'm
Your
doing
orders,
a
sir?
repair. So you can kind of cheat by doing advanced repair.
So Dan Ben's idea is you could each play a level separately and then say which one did better.
Of which game?
Resurgent.
Your orders,
Oh, yeah.
Captain?
Yeah, maybe.
Engineering teams report repairs are complete. Engineering teams are on their way.
Okay, got warp.
Engineering teams report repairs are complete. Engineering teams are on their way.
I need all the power. All the power.
How are you?
Engineering
the
teams
power you
report
can muster,
repairs are
mister.
complete. Engineering teams are on their way.
I can't just sit here, but I gotta repair some stuff. Who are they fighting? There's like phaser beams happening, but I just hanging out. I don't know.
Your orders, Captain.
Let me hail them. Oh, someone's about I hail them.
Hailing frequencies open.
Katinga, man, are you gonna say anything? No.
No
Okay.
response, sir.
Okay.
They're ignoring us.
Rude.
Your orders, Captain? Engineering teams report repairs are complete. Engineering teams are on their way. Engineering teams report repairs are complete.
Yeah, I need to.
Engineering teams are on their way.
So how much of this game do you play then? Back in the day.
Quite a bit back in the day. Actually, when I was moving stuff around from
Engineering teams
after the
report
flood,
repairs
we
are complete.
moved all the stuff onto a bin and moved it all back in. Found all my old computer game boxes. So I got all the old empty boxes, the originals for all these games.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play this one.
Transferring
quite a
power.
bit.
Engineering teams report repairs are complete.
But you never played
Engineering teams are
this
on their
modded
way.
version.
Your orders, sir.
Never
So-
played the modded version. I didn't know how to
Engineering
mod
teams
stuff.
report
Yes, Captain.
repairs are complete.
But I gave it to you this time, so you do have it now.
Yeah. I haven't really sat down to play it much, unfortunately.
Okay, so I repaired my ship. I'm now going back at it. Now I've sort of relearned how to play a little bit. So I'm doing in-system warp, which I absolutely love in-system warp. And I'm going to target their shield generators. Try to get as close as possible. they firing against?
Sir, should I conduct a scan of the area?
Sure, man.
Yes, sir.
Oh, where's the droid?
Captain, initiating scan.
Your orders, Captain.
And time it well. 300, 200, 100. Come on.
I'm not reading anything new, Captain.
Oh, thanks for the suggestion then. Oh,
My last comment isn't supposed to say and. I like the Deep Space Nine level in Encounters, which was like Asteroids. Encountered was an interesting game to play for sure. Update the alert status. Before jetting the pod, or the Warriors will be more vicious than the Klingons.
Their forward shield is draining.
come on, Quantums. Oh, got hit.
Guys, hit that like button. We have 105. Let's see if we can get up to 120.
Their bottom shield is draining, sir.
Possible. And yeah, a couple of 5s, a couple of 10s.
Sir, our
Would be
aft
great for
shield
super
is
chats.
draining.
Wouldn't mind at least another $20 in super
Oh.
chat and a close out. So if you can, please do.
I flew too close to the sun, Stuart. I flew into it. You'll see. Well, they flew into me, but damn it, I was doing well. Oh.
Goddamn. Dan
The
says,
ship has been destroyed.
the
Ending
PSP
simulation.
game, Star Trek Invasion, if you play the levels, if you get further in the game at some point, it gives you... Oh, Samuel. Sorry if you see that.
Yeah, it's not great.
Gives you multiplayer level to do, which was annoying because I was playing on my own.
That does sound annoying. Alright, so now I'm going to try the Sylvia level. The Sylvia thing. Prometheus versus a Katinga Bird of Prey at the Briar Patch.
Well, that's not 3 Katingas.
Well, I know.
Red
but
alert,
it's Prometheus.
shields up.
I think we've
Okay.
established that the Katingas are quite hard, so I'm going to kill that. Bird of Prey first. Because I don't like me a Bird of Prey. Oh. Except they dodge weapons a lot more. Does the...
Can you split that ship in the game?
Yes, you can.
Our forward shield is
I
draining.
can control all
modders.
3.
No. I mean, you tell it to sort of open fire, and it opens fire, but you don't... Ooh, 4 photons, go on. I mean, if I can't win against Bird of Prey, that's very depressing,
Their
so...
forward shield is draining.
It's actually a pretty good mesh, actually. This is one of the better ones, I think. It's actually got multiple firing arcs as well for the, for
Target hull
phases.
integrity at 50%.
Except my shields are already taking a big beating.
Redirect power.
Not in this one. But I got rid of the other one.
Sir,
Okay,
they
let's see how
are
quick I
draining
can
our
take out a
dorsal
Katinga
shield.
then. But you know, what I like to do sometimes is I'm going to attack the sensor array. Oh, it cloaked. AI! Oh, we didn't last one on. Okay. That was a bit of a pointless cloak, but okay. Cool though. But I'm going to attack its sensor array, because if I can attack its sensor array, then it won't see me.
Shields are at 75%.
Oh, I just took 4 quantums to the belly. Except my top shields are basically down, so I need to...
Their forward shield is
alternate
draining.
out. Oh, actually I've almost got torpedoes down. That's a useful thing. Come on.
Our ventral shields are draining, sir.
Oh, half shield's doing poorly too. So it's point blanking at me as well.
Sir, our aft shield is draining.
Oh, shields are down. I've destroyed some of its stuff.
Hull integrity at 50%.
Okay, I think I've got it pretty well. Did I destroy its head? I did. I'm zooming in so you can see in a minute. This is how it looks. It's not doing so well. I was wondering why it hasn't got any sensor array anymore, because I destroyed its boom section.
Yes,
You
Captain?
boomed the boom.
Transferring
baby.
power.
And on the Prometheus as well. There we go. With that absolutely ginormous middle section that doesn't make any sense. It's like, why
Wow.
even bother? Yeah, that's not great, is it really?
Your orders, sir?
I think I may have won this one.
Shit.
And actually, let's
Yeah.
see what happens if I tractor it. But again, Prometheus, it should win. Let's see, is that the... There we go. Haha, flyby. And this is originally I was going to do temporal anomaly in this software and do flybys. Might have been slightly limited if I did. Okay, tractor beam. The rest of the out of range. I know it's out of range. Come on. Okay, got 20 kilometers. What's tractor beam range then? Okay, 15 kilometers is tractor beam range. See if I can slow it down.
Engineering teams report repairs are complete.
Where's the tractor beam from?
What's your tractor factor? What are you setting that at?
Well, you can actually change it. You can change it to... Where's it going?
Yes, Captain?
Captain?
I mean, there is,
Yes, Captain?
There is tractor beam.
Yes, Captain.
Where is the... Is that a real person?
Yes, Captain.
I don't know, where's the
Captain?
Captain.
Your orders, sir?
Captain?
Yes,
oh,
sir.
in tractor
Yes, sir.
modes, I can do dock mode, tow mode, repulse mode, pull mode. Let's tow this one. Ha 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 ha. I'm now towing you. Ha 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 ha. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Let's tractor beam refuses to activate, then you're an idiot. Boo. You did not work.
Yes, Captain?
Yes, sir.
Captain?
Yes, Captain.
You know what this Katinga needs, Stuart? Some quantum torpedoes.
Right to the belly.
Yeah. Right to its warp core, I think. Is probably a smart move. It might not, so, although I'm going to back off a little bit because I might not survive that. Oh, okay, you're going to see that in a second. It's a little bit vicious.
That's it.
Nothing wrong with
We
that.
got him.
Yes, sir. Engineering teams are on their way.
Okay, watch that.
I am watching and I am enjoying. Oh. Baby.
A little bit vicious, eh? Oh, I want
Yeah.
Engineering teams
Well, I want
report
that.
repairs are complete. Engineering teams are on their way.
Torpedo's working. Es want the aft torpedoes. Thank you.
Engineering teams are on their way.
Spawn in somebody else, then we'll call it a day.
Your orders, Captain?
Who should I jump in? Alright, so I'm Prometheus. I'm going to send in 2 Constitution classes to fight me. Because I'm going to reverse Kobayashi Maru them.
Nice.
Although I'm now repairing the hulls,
Yes,
my
Captain?
shields are at 50%.
Engineering teams report repairs are complete.
Okay. Let's see. What?
Eric says, send in the Cerritos to tow out the Kobayashi Maru. The Klingons will be so busy laughing. They're too busy laughing to attack.
Pretty good. Okay, the colony took my top shields down by 11% with some torpedoes. It's pretty good.
Sir, we
Oh
are
my
draining
god,
the
that is
top
vicious.
shield.
Oh, wow. That torpedo spread was pretty menacing. The problem with staying... Oh, I just brought a saucer. That's... Aha, I got one. Yeah, this is a rather good model, actually, considering they did a good job with this one. Proportions are wrong, but everything is there that is there. I like Prometheus because it has unlimited torpedoes, unlike most ships that are limited.
Sir, the right shield has failed.
Oh yeah, I wonder why. Got it. Sorry, Stuart. 2 refits. They gone got.
Your orders, sir?
Doesn't surprise me.
What about 2 Excelsiors? Oh no. That's a substantial increase in firepower. Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
As you said earlier.
Alright guys, 10 more likes, $13
Ooh.
more dollars if possible, that'd be amazing. Yes, Kobayashi Maru.
Oof. Come on, you gonna fight back? No.
Their bottom shield is
Oof.
draining, sir.
It's as if a ship from 100 years or 50 years in the future is a bit stronger. Yes.
Sir, we are draining their top shield.
You just feel so bad for frying quantums. Well, they made a mistake. They made the top grilly things on the Excelsior glowing blue, which they shouldn't be. I feel like.
Oh well.
I'm so mean. I'm like a bully, I'm just...
Okay.
Oh.
After this one, I got one.
Oh.
Eighth line.
What are you saying, Stuart? It crashed.
Said after this one, there's one more battle I want you to do, and then.
Okay. I will restart the game.
And we'll
and
end.
it crashed.
And it's the Prometheus against two sovereigns.
Ah. Oh goody. That sounds great. That sounds like a whale of a time.
Is Cap doing a Boba Fett live later? Yes.
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 Eh.
About 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be doing a reaction to episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett.
Let's see.
So join me for that.
So you say two sovereigns. Goodness, that's gonna be a thing. I can just feel my death approaching as I click these buttons. By the way.
Well, you could do the Prometheus against
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
two Akiras and a Defiant.
But I'll do it in the bad lands as well, unless it makes it crash, which it might do. Yeah, the mega phase is pretty powerful in this game. Okay, right. Let's see. Well, I don't.
Last
Red
one,
alert,
guys. To get
shields
your
up.
likes in.
Oh my god, the quantums. Oh my god, no. Ah, no.
Right now, General Grievous is the last super chat slot. If anybody else wants it.
Stuart, my shield's down to 15% already. They fired another 16. I'm dead. They fired 16 quantums. Literally. No, they fired 6 times. They fired 24
The ship has been
quantum
destroyed.
torpedoes.
Ending simulation.
That was the worst thing ever. Oh my god. So bad.
That's brutal.
Didn't even get to fire anything. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Well, on that note, nobody else has a super chat, and so.
No, now I have to get revenge. Now I'm gonna put Prometheus against a sovereign, but I want to be the sovereign now. I want to get revenge.
Just that though. That's the last one.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I should be able to win against one, hopefully.
Yellow alert. Shields
Oh
up.
my god. You get quantums too. Quantums. Oh my god. 88%. Oh,
You get a quantum, and you get a quantum.
I know, right? Okay.
You get a quantum.
But yeah, the sovereign is extremely OP in this one, because of course it is. And the moles actually, I think, yeah, the moles. I mean, this thing literally reloads quantums in like
Our forward shield is draining.
2 or 3 seconds, so it's
Sir, we are draining
very
their
fun
top
to
shield.
fire if anything. You just spam quantums.
Tractor beam has been disabled, Captain.
52% shields.
Sir, their aft shield is draining.
I like how in this game as well, the newer torpedoes have that triangle tilt, and the old ones all are that little circle with a spitting light.
Their bottom shield is draining, sir.
Oh god. And also that whole rip, oh my god, that is a vicious hole. I'm just sitting and taking punishment because the shield is so powerful. This is a nice other model as well. This is actually a pretty good one.
Boom, 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 boom,
Let's
boom,
find
boom,
two.
boom, boom, boom. This picture.
Oh. See those quantums. I just moved my torpedoes to a spread. This is what a spread looks like. Didn't do anything, okay. Well, fair enough.
Shields are at 75%.
Fair enough.
Well, you know. But you know what Prometheus doesn't need? It's Shuttle Bay. Just shoot a Shuttle Bay for a bit. See if I can destroy a Shuttle Bay.
Sir, they are draining our dorsal shield.
Alright. Bad gamer throws in 1 pound with a
Confused
scary
face.
face. Thank you.
Oh no,
Bad
four
gamer
shields.
is now the
Ooh.
Bad gamer is now the final super chat.
Shields are at
The last super chat
75%.
slot.
Okay, my shield's down to 7% at the front. That ain't great. Now I'm getting
Captain?
damage. You know what? I think I'm gonna abandon ship. I think I'm screwed at this point. Yeah, I think I'm probably lost. Alright, now I'm in an escape pod. Goodbye! Goodbye,
Sir, we're
Sovereign.
going to hit.
Goodbye. What's gonna happen? It's inside now. Da 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 da. Goodbye. Da 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 da. I'm going very slow and I'm watching the E getting pummeled. This was totally the only way to go in this battle. Da 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 da. Oh. I'm just slowly watching.
I love that there's escape pods and everything in this game.
Yeah. And there's I launched 16 escape pods. And they're all just floating around. It's so harsh.
We should all have.
Sir,
they
we
should
are
all be
draining their
armed
top
with one
shield.
phaser.
Actually, I don't think I've.
Captain?
What can I do in an escape pod?
Nothing.
Okay, yeah, I can't.
Your orders, sir?
I was thinking maybe because I was going to launch a
Captain?
captain's yacht,
Your
but I
orders,
didn't know
sir?
for
Yes,
escape pods,
Captain?
that'd be funnier.
Your orders, Captain? Captain?
Don't think I can do anything as an escape pod, no shit. I'm just watching you getting pummeled. I mean,
Captain?
Can I eject my warp core? No, I haven't got a warp core. Okay, fair enough. I can.
Yes, sir.
I thought I can. Oh yeah, order it. Ship to self-destruct. Yes.
Aye, Captain.
Because you know, they'll never be taken alive. Oh. So
That was fun.
that happened. But what I can do, Stuart,
Their bottom shield is draining, sir.
Captain?
is I can tell. Wait for this. I can order the Prometheus, which was just totally killed the
Your orders,
killed
Captain?
thing. I can switch to a friendly. Now it's
Yes,
a
sir.
friendly. And I can order it to follow
Transmitting
me.
your new orders,
And I
Captain.
think I can be on board it, so I
Yes,
take
Captain?
take over that ship.
Lowering shields
Yep.
for transport.
I think I can. Because I didn't want the Sovereign. Sovereign was too good. Right, now I'm a Prometheus. Now I'm a. You know, that escape pod,
Shields
that's
are
really
at
pisses me off.
75%.
Okay, destroy the escape pod. Alright. So, just waste.
There you go. That's how you handle Kobayashi Maru.
I have so much shit destroyed in my ship as well. Like, if you look at the model, it is, like, destroyed. I did it, though. Oh my god! I turn around and the guy... Look at the screen when I turn... I look at the communications guy. He's, like, chilling. Like a really awkward animation way. Watch. It's just, like... just chilling.
Yes, Captain?
Can I jet this warp core? No, okay.
Yes, sir?
He's lounging back. Hey, man.
Our power system has been
See, now,
Alright,
I've,
guys,
now
I
I've
think-
confused it. It won't... Oh, I can escape pod for the Prometheus.
I think that's it. I gotta go get some food, so we're done.
Okay.
But, thank you guys for watching.
Okay. And you'll see...
We'll try to find a way to play a game together with you guys on
Hello.
the live. Would be fun.
And
so.
you will see Stuart later on tonight,
Yep.
which will be great. Tune in.
3 hours or so.
Ooh. Oh, in 3 hours. Where is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn off the... Boop, there you go. Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, he is Commander Cock.
He's Captain Foley.
And we are out of here.